we've got a small disclaimer for this episode. If you don't like snakes and spiders, definitely listen to this episode.
Yeah, we'll make you like them more after that.
Or probably get you like really scared of Greg dangling a massive snake over your skull.
That would be scary. It's just
That sentence was bad. Just didn't like the sentence structure. Anyway, tune in though for exposure therapy.
Yeah.
For the arachnophobes and the
Yeah.
serpentphobes. What are those?
Serpent? Serpentphobes?
What's the legit name for somebody who's scared of snakes? Okay, well there we go. Let's start the episode.
when people visit, they find it hilarious. Oh, baboons! Oh, no, it's not funny. These things are terrorizing the place, climbing the roof.
All I see are these eyes in the bottom of my shoe just looking at me. Fuck you, I chucked that shoe. And I've been carrying it around with me the entire day in my bag.
The gander came and he attacked me. He bit me on the one place you wouldn't want to get bitten as a little boy. And he held on, dude. I'm Greg.
I'm Tristan.
I'm Rhea.
We're back and we've got Rhea back.
So what a lot of people won't realise about Rhea is you're actually half German, correct?
Yeah, correct. My father is from Germany. He hasn't lived there for ages, for over 30 years, 40 years. Yeah, 30 years, 40 years.
That's where you get your amazing surname.
Exactly.
Surname? How do you pronounce it properly?
Schulte to Brinke.
Okay.
Although, to Germans, it's not a German surname either.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Where's it from?
Yeah. So if I understand correct, when they standardized the languages, so German got standardized, whatever, it's a recent, I don't know, when I say recently, 50 years, 100 years, I don't know when. So Schulte to Brinke is actually the older version. In modern German, it would be a Z-U, not a T-O.
So how would you pronounce that?
What the
the
modern
Z.
version would be? With the Z2.
Two.
Yeah.
Two. Oh, right, cool.
Shelter two.
So was it coul to go back to your German roots there in Germany? You got family and all sorts going on there, yeah?
I don't feel anything when I get there. I mean, I grew up my whole life in Botswana, so it's like, yeah, it was nice to see family, and then that's about it.
It doesn't appeal to you compared to mine.
No.
Welcome back.
Yeah, cool.
From German.
How was it?
Yeah, it was nice, eh? It was actually pretty nice. Got a lot of German culture.
Yeah?
Yeah, massive amount. Went to plenty pubs, drank from lots of breweries.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty much what I did for 90% of my time.
Did you try a variety of different German brews, or did you find one that you liked and just stuck with it?
So they've got this special type of brew in the area I was, Bamberg, which is in the south.
Are you legit?
Yeah. Yeah, Bamberg.
In the south as well, though.
Yeah. In the south, yeah.
We should be careful going at the Germans.
They have this beer called Rauchbier, which is smoked beer. And you actually, it's like how you've got smoked meat. You literally taste it in the beer, smoked.
But how are they smoking it?
Yeah, that's peculiar, eh? Interesting.
Not sure, I didn't ask the barman. I should have. Don't know how they smoke it, but yeah.
That's amazing. Was it good? Did it taste good?
No. That's not great.
I feel like they just want to stand out from the rest. Something that's going to be a standout.
That's true, because there's so many breweries there that it could be the type that where they're like, okay, we need to try something wild, exotic.
Yeah, but I find a lot of those like breweries where it's like, you know, what do they call them? Like the fancy little ones.
The craft breweries.
Yeah, craft breweries.
Yeah, but the thing is, what is so interesting, outside people are like, oh, craft breweries. No, in Germany it's just a regular brewery. They don't know that term craft brewery because they originally already had all these breweries.
That's pretty cool.
They had it from hundreds of years because when water was not clean to drink, they would ferment some alcohol in it. So they were actually drinking a very weak beer to hydrate themselves, and then the alcohol would keep it safe. Yeah.
So they've been like literally drunk for like hundreds of years.
Hundreds of years.
No way.
You literally have some of the bottles, some of the companies. It's a monk on the thing. Because
Excuse me,
everyone was drinking it.
Say that again. What?
A monk.
You're so good.
Translation: that's a monk.
That's brilliant. Sorry, we're going to get your English, bro. You do speak 4 languages, so you can't get them all perfect. That's amazing. Did you feel that all like home in Germany compared to home in Marne?
Nothing at all. I mean, I've only been there once as an adult, so this was my second time. And compared that to growing up in frickin' Botswana, in Marne, where you're free,
different world.
play in the sand, weekend you can go to the park, see some lions. Elephants, do whatever you want. No,
You're talking about Marn Game Park.
I mean, even there, that's actually before there used to be a park right where I stay.
Across the river.
Across the river, yeah. So about 300 meters in front of the yard.
Isn't it still there?
It's still there, but you're not allowed in. But there's, impala, giraffe, which I see every single day from my veranda.
That's amazing, yeah. And you've got a big problem with the baboons coming over from the park to raid your fruit trees.
Yeah, when the river's dry, the baboons, oh man, my roof is dented. Because what these baboons do is they get in your yard after they're done stealing all your mangoes. Now they have fun. They go on the roof. I've got a high ceiling, a high roof, and they slide down. They literally slide down.
I can imagine these baboons high on sugar, like maxing out on blood glucose level, just having a draw.
The funny thing, when people visit, they find it hilarious. Oh, baboons, oh. No, it's not funny. These things are terrorizing the place, climbing the roof. They literally, like, we try to grow pawpaws. I don't know what the other name of
Papaya.
Papaya. We've got papayas growing, and when they're small, under a meter, they just rip it out the ground. And either they eat or don't eat, throw it away.
Oh, life in Marn is different compared to what people experience up here. Hey?
Yeah.
But also, you've had problems with people stealing your fruit. Not even the baboons. School children come in and take your fruit all the time.
Which I don't get. If they just asked, oh, could we please have some fruits? Yeah, we'd give them.
Yeah, but it's more fun. You guys, when you were young, would have both been flipping tree
100%.
robbers
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
No way you would
Try
have
not to
asked for
get caught
permission.
by Raya. Oh,
Yeah.
I would definitely
Yeah,
beat it as yard.
that would have been 90% of the fun. Would have been trying to raid Raya's house without being caught.
Yeah.
How did your German handle?
I mean, I've not spoken German in over 3 years or so. Yeah, 3 years, 4 years. My German, actually, every time I do safaris with German guests, the first thing I'll tell guests is, guys, this is not my mother tongue. And I let them know if there's anything I'm saying wrong, just help me. And it's great, actually, that just in the period I'm with my guests, my German has improved. So when I was in Germany, I actually spoke better German.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Nice. It's quite extraordinary that he can do that, eh?
Yeah, I forget that. Like, especially, you can speak, Spanish, German, Setswana, and English.
Yeah. Want to add Portuguese now.
What?
Your brain is amazing.
I wish I worked harder in it, eh? I'm so damn lazy. I don't do anything.
Imagine you say you're lazy and you know 4. Imagine if you were proactive. You could know, like,
if I was
9.
proactive, I think about that sometimes. Or if I tried, I could probably speak more.
Do you find that you're good at learning in general?
Only things I'm interested in. Yeah, but even like for languages, yeah, I'm interested to learn. Like when I did Spanish, but I have to be in a country which speaks it. Otherwise, I don't bother with anything.
Yeah. So people tuning in will quite quickly realize that Rare pronounces some words a little bit differently to the normal person. We will pin it down to the fact that he can speak 4 languages. Consult is probably Consult is probably my favorite one. But we were doing a shoot in Botswana. I think someone was choking or something, or someone had been choking, and they did the Heimlich maneuver. And I think Rare just turned around and went, "You mean the Hyman maneuver?" And there are some words that you do just get confused with now and then, and it creates, it can create some pretty
good comedy
and quite interesting scenarios.
Yeah, the Hyman maneuver is
it only happens once though. You can only do the Hyman maneuver once.
only one time.
Yeah. Do you know what a Hyman is? Back to Germany.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, so many castles also.
Yeah,
so
Germany,
many
castles.
And the most surprising thing, most of them were just private residences. And
Really?
holiday homes from people.
They're living in the castles.
Not anymore, but used to be, yeah. Sure. Where it's just holiday homes.
This is in, what was the place called?
Bamberg, well,
Bamberg.
outside of Bamberg, and I can't remember all
Around
the names.
Bamberg.
Yeah. Also found out where the British royal family's from. Went to their castle where,
What do you mean? They've got a castle in Germany as well.
well, Queen Elizabeth's mum,
Yeah, she's German.
she's German.
Yeah, but aren't they all like...
A
There's
lot of
French, there's
Russians as
Scottish,
well.
there's German, there's...
Yeah, but she
there's-
grew up in that castle.
They're
It's
all mixed.
Coburg, Festa Coburg. It's a humongous castle, yeah.
Sure.
And what was so amazing to see, the English, is it called the English cross? The red one with white?
St. George's Cross.
St. George's Cross. That's from Germany.
Really?
That is the house, the emblem of the house. I took a photo of it. It is literally, then they just brought it here in Germany, in UK. Well, I guess like most things, just took it and said it's theirs.
No, excuse me. As half a Brit, I wanted to just defend the.
Okay, but what
the
is
imperial.
actually English
What is English? What do you
about
mean?
England?
What is English about England?
The lion.
The weather.
The weather. Okay, yeah. Well, obviously the weather. You can't
I'm
really
joking.
steal the weather.
What about English culture?
Yeah.
Well, that you could say that about anything. Like,
The most
Any
famous
culture.
dish is a curry.
guys, we're not going to bash the English. We're in England. We got to make friends with the English. We can't bash the English. Like, I think we should go back. We can't bash anyone.
Let's go back to Bamberg.
Back to Bamberg.
Yeah, no bashing of
So
people.
the big castle that you went to in Germany.
Coburg, yeah, in
Coburg.
Germany, yeah.
Did you go into it?
Yeah, went into
Was it
it.
like lavish, like flipping art and like drapery and all sorts? Was it like a
Every
palace?
single room, literally, even where some little child or whatever, princess or someone stayed in there and had toys. Porcelain, is it porcelain?
Yeah, porcelain.
Porcelain toys.
Sure.
I mean, I
And
wonder how many she
do
broke.
they maintain
but
it like that? So you can walk in, it's like as if they were living there.
yeah, they maintained it exactly
That's
like how the
cool.
people were living there. Because they lived there up to, I think, the early 1900s.
So question, would you rather live in that castle 200 years ago or in this flat today?
Let me see. Castle 200 years ago with about 500 helpers. Yeah, I'll choose a castle.
You don't even have water though. You don't even have a shower.
Well, not my problem. Someone's going to boil it for me and then put it into my bathtub.
So if you're a royal,
There's someone who will even dethrone me. I just stand there.
if you have a
somewhere.
toothache, they literally come at you with pliers and yank it out of you.
Well, if I could go
If you get
back.
an STI, they'll literally burn you.
Yeah, you said you saw was it your aunt? Or
Yeah, so I managed to see him because my brother and my sister and my brother lives there with his family now. He works there. So managed to see my auntie. Saw absolutely no wildlife.
Oh, that's
birds.
sad.
Saw some birds. Geese. Because, not geese. Swans.
swans.
You saw swans?
are cool.
That's
yeah,
cool.
which I'm in England, haven't seen a single swan in England. And aren't they the property of the Queen or something?
Yeah, property of the now king.
Oh, the King. Yeah, property of the King.
So
Property
now,
of the King.
are the swans in Germany also property of the British king? Is it all swans or just English swans?
I don't think
Because
Surely
a
it
swan
should
can
be-
fly from Germany to
Surely
England
it
and
should
fly
be just
back.
the ones in England.
Yeah, I don't think he has sovereignty over every
Oh,
swan.
every
in
swan in
existence.
existence. Like, that's my swan. My swan.
Not the whole species, no. Okay, it's only the English ones. But an English swan could probably fly over to the channel.
I'd like to see them during, well, probably up close. I couldn't even see the black eye or whatever they have.
They're very pretty.
Yeah, sort
Amazing
of from far,
bird.
wasn't
They're a
it?
lot bigger than you'd expect as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. You wouldn't want to mess with them. I can imagine they'd be pretty good at.
I do find it quite funny. Like especially, I've seen a couple here with my friends in the UK, and they are terrified of swans.
The guards are terrified of the swan. Well, they
They're
can be
aggressive,
aggro.
aren't
they? They can be
though,
pretty
I can
aggressive.
especially if they're protecting.
But it's
chicks.
just a fucking bird, man. Like, give one good kick at that
Dude.
thing's just going boing.
An ostrich is also just a bird, but
Yeah, but it's a
its
fucking ostrich, man.
toenail is about how many
Yeah,
centimeters?
it's like Tristan's big toe.
10
Pretty big.
centimeters.
It's a
Yeah,
big thing.
10 centimeter long. Would say about 10.
I have goose trauma.
You have goose trauma.
Yeah, from when I was a kid. So when I was young, growing up on the farm in Zim, my mum thought it was a great idea to have a little group of geese in the garden. We had quite a large garden, and we probably had 7 or 8 geese. And there was one gander, so the male. And when I was a kid, I always used to fuck around with these geese. I'd like chase them with a hose pipe or just look for their nests. And the gander the one day decided, no, you're a problem. And he came and he attacked me. And he bit me on the one place you wouldn't want to get bitten as a little boy. And he held on, dude, and I screamed. And I wailed, dude. And I remember running around the garden, like trying to get this goose off me. Yo. And now I'm scared of them still.
The animal I was scared of as a kid was meerkats.
What? You were scared of meerkats?
Yeah,
What
yeah,
kid
yeah,
is
yeah.
scared of meerkats? Why?
Well, like, I mean, to be fair, we have some weird pets in Botswana. So
You're
my aunt-
especially in Khansi.
yeah,
Can you
yeah.
imagine?
Well, it was my aunt from Kansi.
Yeah.
They had a baby meerkat, and everybody else thinks meerkats are these. Oh, they're so cute, and you see. I mean, you've worked with meerkats in the Kalahari, and it's. Man, fuck meerkats. Those things are scary little terrors, dude.
He's traumatized.
Nah,
you got meerkat
dude.
trauma.
This meerkat was the most territorial little thing you've ever known.
Really?
Terrifying. terrifying. Me and my brother, they had to lock it away in the house when we went over to visit.
Sure.
Because our scent was different to like our grandparents.
You were part of
and our
another team,
aunts.
that's why.
Yeah. And it would hunt us down.
Okay.
Like seriously hunt us down. Like, I mean, you guys.
Isn't that amazing, eh?
We'd be sitting outside, like just in the parking lot. It's just very sandy, and we'd be playing football. And this thing would be in the house, trying to get out. And the one day, we heard, I think one of the maids opened the door, and she goes, the meerkat's out! Meerkat's out! And I just bolted. I just ran,
way.
climbed to the top of a car. My brother didn't know what was going on. That thing, he saw the meerkat, couldn't outrun the meerkat.
wild.
Climbed the small little fence, and this thing just ripped the whole back of his leg up.
What the heck?
Like massively. He's
how
still got
this-
scars there to this day about it. From it.
What?
Yeah.
That's
horrible.
mental. You would think something more like epic than just the
Oh, no.
meerkat.
So, dude, then me and my brother were traumatized from this meerkat, so we refused to go outside. So we'd be in the main house, and we just lock all the doors and everything. And then they let the meerkat out because we weren't outside, and you just watch this thing hunting us, literally running around the house,
I can see it just
running around the
scoping.
house, and you just see it pop up at a
That's
window and
amazing.
go down.
So they're territorial, and they're
Very,
like,
very
you're just not
territorial.
part of our family, so you go away.
Yeah.
We should take Tristan to the Kalahari and show him some wild meerkats.
Nah, negative.
Yeah.
bro.
Hey, can you imagine? Check the trauma in him.
Negative.
Like, you just show
Everyone
him some-
thinks they're these cute little fluffy little meerkats. No, they're
Well,
vicious.
I think your sample size is very small. I've seen
I'm quite happy.
many meerkats, and they're lovely. And your particular, you just met the wrong meerkat, man.
Yeah, don't keep meerkats as pets, I think.
Well,
the
that
main
is
thing.
true.
Yeah,
You should
yeah,
never keep a
shouldn't.
meerkat as
Yeah.
a pet.
When I was younger in primary school, we went through multiple different pets, which we always just found in the yard or on the road, and had a couple of leopard tortoises, which
Those are
Leopard
cool.
tortoises are pretty cool.
yeah, but leopard tortoises endangered animal.
Are they?
Endangered- Yeah, they're endangered.
Oh, wow.
Classified as endangered. I think also because it's hard to know the exact population size. And one of the things I learned also once older, one of the reasons they're endangered is because people keep them as pets.
Really?
Yeah.
Kind of, it's
Because
hard-
and the same way we found this leopard tortoise, it was crossing the road. Oh, this thing's beautiful. Took it home.
yeah. It's quite
And now you realize when you're older that okay, you know what? Some of these things are not wild animals. Should be predominantly in the wild.
We had tortoises as well, to be fair. I think we had a load of them in our garden. Then our dog ate them.
Oh, no.
Mine was also killed by a
That's sad.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, guys.
And I love this tortoise. Eh?
Yeah.
It would come out its head and I'd pat its head, feed it food.
Our audience are now like, you guys are a bunch of murderers.
Dude, the pets you had as a kid. Snakes. I loved catching snakes.
Yeah.
Terrified
Yeah.
my mum, though.
Yeah.
My mum was not so keen on us catching snakes. I think the biggest hiding I ever caught from her is I picked up a snake and she just clapped me across the side of the head and I threw that snake so far.
There's a lot going wrong in that sentence. I'm like, caught in catching a clap throwing snakes.
I won't forget the one time we were on the road and a snake crossed. This is on the tar road driving outside of town. And I told the guys, yeah, stop with a bunch of mates. We had been drinking quite a bit. And I saw this python, so I'm like, nah, whatever. I've had snakes. I pick up snakes all the time. And I went there I wanted to relocate this python to move it off the road. When I got there with my hand, this python did what pythons don't do, and it striked at me. That's when I realized it was not a python. It was a very venomous puff adder.
God, dude.
Being drunk, I went back to the car like, oh yeah, that was the plan. I just wanted to check. Just played it off cool.
Be cool.
Like, yeah.
Your puff adders scare me though, hey? Puff adders. So
Yeah. They're the most. Well, that snake is the one that causes the most venomous bites to any people in Africa.
They're also because they're lazy. They don't get massively long, but they're very girthy.
Slugs, fat.
Yeah, and they just sit and wait.
And they're
their
very camouflaged.
is so insane.
Yeah, amazing
I
snakes.
think if I'm not mistaken, they're distantly related to rattlesnakes, or was it some?
Well, the vipers and adders
Vipers
are a whole family of snakes, and the rattlesnakes are kind of related. Yeah, yeah. They're amazing. There's one in Africa that we get. Have you guys heard of a gaboon viper?
Yeah.
They're famous for having the longest fangs out of any snake.
Wow.
But you get them in the forests of southern Africa and East Africa. And I'll tell you what, if you want to see a beautiful snake, for anyone listening or watching,
Gaboon viper. All right,
gaboon viper. Have a look
gaboon
at
viper.
gaboon
Yeah,
viper.
yeah,
Have a
gaboon
look at
viper,
the
yeah.
coat. The coat. I almost said the coat. The body patterning on that. One of the most beautiful snakes around. Yeah.
Cool story, bro.
I'm missing snakes here, bro. All we have in the UK now that I'm here is like, I think there's one venomous snake. It's a little
it's like an
bird. It's
adder,
like a little type of adder that
It's a
they
night
get.
adder.
It's like tiny little bloody.
Maybe not.
Apparently, it doesn't get much
How
bigger than that.
Life-threatening or...
No, I don't think you're in trouble now.
It's venomous, but I think there's like one reported case of it killing.
would-
So British snakes, the adder, common European.
Is it just called the adder?
We just know it as an adder.
It's classic English. Eh? Like
Yeah.
they've seen it first. Like that is the one. It's like with the birds. It's like eagle,
I like it for football.
finch.
Botswana Football Association, South African Football Association, England. No, it's just the Football Association.
It's like the originals.
Then there's a grass snake,
Oh,
Grass snake, yeah.
and then there's a smooth snake.
you're telling me there's only 3 species of snakes in the UK?
Isn't the smooth snake more of a worm though?
Are you thinking of the slow worm,
Slow worms. Oh, okay.
which is actually a lizard without legs?
No way. Lizards without legs. You know where you get a lot of those when I've been recently is in Namibia because they move in the sand and then they've evolved. A lot of them are legless lizards. They look
Yeah.
like snakes, but they're actually lizards that have evolved just for moving in sand.
Actually, expect more snakes here. When you go to the countryside,
Yeah.
there's space, there's
Problem is
vegetation.
it's cold, mate. Cold-blooded animals don't do well when it's just cold. You're loving my stories today, Tristan. Need to get funnier somehow. Like I'm just not up to your level now. My biggest problem was when I was living on a farm. I used to hate it when the local folks would harm the snakes. So I used to tell them, right, guys, every time you see a snake, call me. I'll catch it and I'll move it away from your house or whatever. Didn't tell my mum this actually. I don't know if she still knows this. So we'll have some repercussions of this. But I would get called for like puff adders, and I didn't touch mambas though. The only snake I didn't want to go near was a black mamba, and I just wasn't good enough and confident enough to grab them. I would never be confident enough to actually grab a snake that was super venomous because one move the wrong way is a problem. But no, we had lots. So we had spitting cobras were the ones that used to be the biggest problem for us because we would see lots of them. So we get those Mozambican
ones,
spitting cobras.
Yeah.
And like often would have them in the house and in the garden, and I would be borderline like, do I catch it or do I kill it? And a couple of times I decided to try and catch them. Obviously, wear glasses, and you're like, we had one that was in our driveway, and I decided, right, I'm going to try and catch this. My mom and dad weren't around, and I wasn't even 3 meters away, and it was already trying to spit at me, and I was like, no problem. That stuff, if you get it anywhere near any of your paws, it's bad news. You get really, really sore, and your eyes are in trouble. So I ran. I left it, and then the dogs found it, and the dogs got into trouble with it, and got sprayed, and actually one got bitten, but survived.
Our dogs at home, they turned into prolific snake hunters.
Yeah,
They're really good at killing these snakes.
They're really good. They were literally like what meerkats would do. One dog gets the attention here, then the other one would go at the back, attack, and just keep playing it like that.
I didn't try and save the snakes, eh?
But it's supposed to be some sensory thing as well, because when dogs bark, they're basically just confusing the hell out of the snake. So the snake's quite disorientated, and that's why dogs can smash it.
Isn't it, you know, the guys in India who the snake charmers? It's often the snakes pay most attention to something that's fast moving.
Yeah,
so if there's something that's moving fast, it's like maybe it's why mongooses and things in southern Africa and you know, it's the famous mongoose versus cobra thing. Maybe the mongooses have the advantage because of the distractive movement, fast movement, and
Dude, I'd be pretty distracted if there's 20 monkeys running around me trying to murder me.
Yeah.
By the way, it's mongooses, not mongoose.
I know it's mongooses, but monkeys, it sounds much cleaner.
It does.
Brings back trauma for Greg.
Yeah. I don't like the geese. Oh gosh. Yeah, but we had loads of snakes. It was fun. I
But
like
you did
snakes.
some crazy things on that farm. I remember you told me about your scorpions and your sisters and stuff.
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about that on the podcast though. Doesn't look good.
I used to do, Greg won't tell his. I used to, when I was a kid, in our pool, we used to get lots of frogs that would just jump in.
Yeah.
And I was a mischievous little kid, and my mum absolutely hates frogs. Frogs, mice. I've seen her catch hundreds of snakes, by the way. Like, she puts riding boots
She's
on,
cool
goes,
with the
picks up
snakes,
puff
but-
adders, pops them in a bin,
Oh.
deals with them. Spiders, frogs, rats, mice. Can't deal with them. And I used to go and catch the frogs, and my mum used to go for an
Oh no!
evening
Don't
run
tell me
every
you
day.
put them in her shoes, dude.
I put them in her shoes.
Oh, dude, that's the worst thing.
Most pissed off I've ever seen my mum is when she
dude,
puts,
your
her,
poor
puts her
mother.
shoe on and there's a frog that's just slimed up the whole thing.
Oh, dude, you're a horrible person.
Have you guys had like spiders in your shoes?
I have once, but I mean, most of my childhood I was just barefoot, eh? And then when we were in the bush, I didn't.
We had PE at school and it was a swimming day. So, and I'd
PE is physical education.
Physical education, yeah. And so in Bots, in the summer months, most schools will have a pool. And I think they alternated, like one of your 2 PE sessions a week was swimming and one was, running and doing whatever, normally cricket. But I could never remember which one was which. So I used to bring everything, and I'd lock my sports shoes in my bag, my costume in my bag, and whatever. Went swimming at the end of the day and decided to get changed to go home. I was like, I'm just going to put my sports kit on. Much more comfortable than the uniform. Put on my one shoe, put on my next shoe, and just get this like crunch at the end of my shoe. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. So I bang my shoe out, and this huge cockroach falls out. I was like, oh.
What the heck?
Yeah. I was like, oh, that's a bit gross. I was like, oh, let me just look in my shoe and see if there's like anything else. And I looked in it, and the lighting must have been superb. Like just perfectly placed lighting, because all I see are these just eyes in the bottom of my shoe just looking at me. Fuck, dude, I chucked that shoe.
So why
halfway
there's the
across
spiders had caught a roach and
then
taken it into the shoe.
my shoe, and I've been carrying it around with me the entire day in my bag. I chucked this shoe, and we had this kid called Sean John, and he was terrified of bugs. Like I think he was from India or somewhere. He was not into.
He's definitely from
Botswana.
India. His name's Sean John.
Yeah, Sean John.
But chucked this shoe, and this kid, like, it just nearly missed his head, hit the wall, and it was a fucking fat spider,
Big
a
spider.
big wolf spider, like that big,
Nice.
came out of this shoe, and that
amazing.
kid jumped.
Nice.
I've never seen a human move faster in my life.
So wolf spiders are particularly large. So there's different spiders. Spiders that rely on like webs, and then there's other spiders that are just active hunters. Wolf spider is one of the active hunters.
Yeah,
He's a runner. He just runs around chasing
Yeah.
shit and grabs it. It's like the lion of the spider world.
What
They get big though, eh?
Yeah, the one. No, sorry, I was trying to think. Solifuges,
Yes.
Kalahari Ferrari.
Yeah.
Those things, because they're not spiders, are they?
No.
But those things are
They're
scary.
actually insects.
They are scary,
They're
man. Their
fucking
size.
terrifying.
Imagine that the size of a lion, like a 100 kilogram solifuge,
So it's a solifuge. It looks like a spider,
but it's got a torpedo shaped head. It's
Yeah.
orange and it's got
Yeah.
teeth that are like this.
like just
Humongous.
massive, kind of like beavery teeth, and they're just so they run,
like
they
snake fangs.
sprint across
I
the
think
floor.
that's what makes them more creepy. The sporadic, super fast
Yeah.
sprinting.
And they got a fat abdomen. There's something weird and gross about a fat abdomen, I think, in insects. Like any insect that has a fat abdomen, you're like, oh.
I don't know. I'm quite into fat abdomen.
I'll tell you a story about a fat abdomen. Are you ready? Do you know driver ants? Do you know the driver ants?
No.
So there's a type of ant in Southern Africa. You would have seen them, but just not recognize them. The males, when they are ready to breed, they grow very long, about the length of my finger. And they have wings. And they have a long, fat abdomen.
Oh yeah.
They're black, they're dark, yeah. So they're pretty gross looking things. And as a child, you're like, ugh, gross. I was on safari in the Makharikari, and one of the private guides was with us on safari. We had a family. So like 3 young daughters of the family, and the private guide and me were walking back to the tent to drop off the girls to go to bed. And the guide saw a big driver ant on the path. And he picks it up and he's like, kids, look at this. And he starts talking about the driver ant, and then he goes, and he charges this thing. And he's like, yo, and they're really good to eat as well. And I'm just like, dude. These kids were like, you're God, nature God. They praised him for the whole trip. He was like, you're like Tarzan reincarnate, like chuffed.
This is literally what we were saying
do you need
about
them?
some guys being overconfident, though. It's like a story. It's how you tell your story.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna just chow an ant for the sake of it.
It had the effect.
Desired
The girls, the desired effect was there. The shock value, everything.
Maybe
Good to eat.
if it is. I mean, who knows if it's fried? Like the flying termites that you.
Yeah, you can chow them. I think
Yeah, you
most
chow them.
insects you can just
Yeah,
chow. I mean,
yeah.
unless they're very
Most, yeah.
brightly
Yeah.
colored.
They're good for nutrition as well. Though. I mean, they're very high in protein.
Yeah, we should try and get. I wonder if vegetarians would be okay eating insects, because it's a
actually-
suffering thing. Like if they're not a conscious experience to be a driver ant. So maybe if we get vegetarians to eat insects instead, they'll be healthier.
There's an interesting company that I heard about where they're trying to push protein like protein chocolates, but instead it's insects. So all the protein
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah,
mashed
I've
up
seen that, yeah.
and completely mashed up,
we
put in
should.
a tumbler, whatever it's called, and then
Still think I'd rather eat a steak.
Yeah.
yeah, but it's affordable. It's easy to
ethically,
get the amount
yeah.
of insects. Yeah.
Like if we're going to support 9 billion people or whatever, maybe we should.
Just all eat bugs.
Yeah.
Just have a
And then
cockroach
we'll have a bug
farm.
crisis now. Then there's no more insects left. Nothing to pollinate.
And then we'll do a research paper on how bugs, have like this cognitive thing and they're really, really sentient or something.
Yeah, we'll realize.
And then we won't be allowed to eat bugs anymore.
Don't be a naysayer, Tristan. We're trying to find solutions to the problems.
Solutions to
Anyway.
Ray would probably be allergic to the bugs.
You'd have to be careful.
yeah, me and all the other people are allergic to insects and
So the one thing I found quite interesting is we're talking about things that you can eat and venomous things. Venomous snakes, like the venom glands and stuff, you can ingest that and you'll be all right. It's like when honey badgers eat snakes and stuff. Because venom, almost all venom is protein based. It's actually a modified protein.
Yeah.
And your gut breaks it down. So unless you've got like a ulcer or something and it's going to get into your blood, your digestive system can break down venom.
So,
you'll be
okay.
all right.
I mean, I still won't take the risk. I'm allergic to mopani worms. Mopani worms are not venomous and
Poisonous,
yeah, well, not poisonous, sorry. And just eating them had allergic reaction. So
But there's a difference between poison and venom. Venom is injected.
it's injected,
through
yeah.
fangs, and poison is just part of the tissue.
Yeah.
So actually, I don't know about you. You should just not go anywhere near anything. Yeah, we were talking about snakes, big snakes,
Big snakes.
pythons.
Greg's big snake.
My big snake.
Yeah.
I've had a few big snakes.
A few.
That sounds wrong. Just stop it. When I was in high school, I used to be head of the environmental club.
Of course you did.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah,
Obviously. Good choice, guys.
And our environmental club was fun, but we were headed up by a student teacher who was very lackadaisical. And he used to just be so chilled and be like, you kids do whatever you want. So we're like, can we go and look for snakes in the conservancy? We used to have a school conservancy. So he's like, yeah, cool. We used to go and lift rocks and like capture snakes and then keep them in a herbarium and stuff, terrarium. And we had a few puffies and one or two green snakes, and like it was a cool little collection we had. We used to feed them little mice and stuff. We're like, oh, this is cool. Then the one day he rocks up at our environmental club. This is the teacher, and he says to us, guys, should we get a python? And we're like, yeah. I mean, let's get
Obviously,
a,
we don't have
why
one.
would we not get a python? A week later, he rocks up with a 4.2 meter Burmese python.
What? Burmese?
Burmese python. These are the ones that they often have in captivity.
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
same
Yeah.
one that went feral in Florida.
Yeah.
It's like they're the longest snakes in the world, actually. Longest
the
species.
longest.
Burmese python is the
Burmese
longest.
python.
Yeah, I think the longest recorded is just under 10 meters, which is mad. But so anyway,
How come the anaconda is usually the one
Biggest.
where people...
so
it's just
heaviest.
biggest. Okay,
Yeah, they get
heaviest.
really the girth is much more, but they don't get as long. So we had this 4.2 meter Burmese python as part of our like collection of snakes, and now we had to figure out how to feed this thing. It was just
Yeah, I forgot about
like-
that. Yeah, how to
Like,
feed
how
it.
do you feed a
Little
python?
children. Naughty ones.
little children. It turned out that the snake, because they have very slow metabolism, it didn't eat for like months.
Yeah.
And every now and then would try and get a chicken, and then like, cool, we'll have a chicken. And but anyway, the funnest part was our school teacher was so chilled about the snake, and the snake was so chilled. We used to be able to just go into the school, like around the school with the snake, like over. I used to have it over my
your
shoulders.
shoulders, that's
Its tail
cool,
would
yeah.
drag on one side of the road and its head on the other. Like I'd have to
Yeah.
hold it like it was mad. I can't believe they let me do this. So anyway, the one day I brought it into my dormitory at school. The first time, my other people in my dormitory knew that we had a snake, but they never seen it. It's the first time they saw it. And in South Africa, as you would expect, lots of people are scared of snakes, like petrified scared of snakes. It's like some of my dormitory mates were watching a movie in one guy's cubicle, and the cubicles it's open at the top, so it's just like a wall and with a door, but the roof is high, so you can actually climb over the top if you need
Yeah.
to. So I was like, this is the perfect opportunity to release my 4.2 meter Burmese python over the top.
Over the top.
Over the top. So they're like 8 oaks watching a movie, and I just released this python, and oaks went. 2 walls were broken.
two
Oaks went,
walls.
fuck. Explosion of young
I mean, I
boys.
think they're being attacked by this snake right
I'd
from
probably
the
lose
top.
my shit as well.
I mean, in hindsight, I couldn't control what the snake would have done. But anyway,
yeah,
Oaks, I was, let's just say I was in deep cuck.
Yeah, I'm sure you're in
For a
deep
long time.
cuck.
I was banned for taking the snake out after that.
But so interesting, you talk about how they digest their food and stuff. So we had a chicken coop and we had a couple of geese and stuff in there as well. And we had a rock python break in. A big, like, it was like 3 meters. It was a big rock
big
python.
python,
Got
yeah.
in and he smacked a goose. So we went and got it, and I convinced my mum, no, we got to keep this. We got to keep this. And we had an old bird cage and stuff that we used to, because we often had like birds hit a window or something. We raised them. So we chucked this snake in there. And we had it in there for like a couple of days, and my mum was like, Tristan, you've got to feed this snake now. Like, we've got a huge snake sitting in a cage. And I was like, okay, cool, we're going to get a chicken. And I was like, well, can we just use one of our chickens? My mum was like, no, you're not feeding one of our chickens to the snake. I'm like, okay, cool. So we went to somebody else's plot, bought this chicken, and we just chucked this chicken in the pen with this massive python.
Lots of audience are going to be quite sad of the chicken torture here.
Yeah.
In our stories, like a lot of chicken lovers
My
are going
mum
to be very
was
sad.
pretty
Better
bleak
than
about
turning
this.
it into a nugget. So
My mum was pretty pissed. My mum loves her. Like, we had our chickens and our geese. My mum loved them.
Yeah.
And every day we'd have to walk past this massive python, this chicken staying at the top of the fucking thing.
It wasn't eating it. It was
It
just like
wasn't
chilling.
eating it. It was just staring at this python. We had this chicken in there for like 3 or 4 days.
No shit.
And then my
4
mum,
days.
and then my mum was like, "No, Tristan, this is
out.
not happening. We're done with this. So we put the chicken back in with our chickens, and we had to go and release the python. So we took the python, dumped the python.
So it was a happy ending for all.
Wow,
Yeah.
wait. So we used to let our chickens out to go around the garden and everything, and this chicken that we bought for the python just couldn't make friends with our other chickens. It was just off on its own all the time. Anyways, like a month later, go up to the chicken coop. Same chicken got bumbered by a different python.
Oh no.
By a different
By
one.
like a 1.52 meter python. And my mum wouldn't let me keep that one either.
It's a surprise we didn't see more snakes in the Okavango when we were there.
Yeah,
Like,
we really didn't. I've seen way more in town
Yeah.
than in the Okavango. Yeah.
They're very good at staying away from us. They're very scared of
It's
people. I
awesome
think.
when you see a big rock python on a tree though, just like lazing around. That's cool.
It's very unusual. Apparently, there's a very, very few big ones left. Like really big ones. And what's wild is, did you hear the guys at the camp near us? They saw a leopard eating one.
Yeah, I've seen I've seen one hanging.
seen
I've seen a
leopard
dead.
Leopard eating one. Yeah.
A python.
I haven't
Really?
seen it eating it, but I've seen one hanging in a tree that's been
Eaten
like,
by a leopard?
Yeah, definitely eaten by a
That's
leopard.
amazing. Imagine filming that.
You will imagine filming one catching one.
Yeah, didn't we have also our colleague who saw a rock python getting a impala lamb, or was it a full-grown impala?
I heard about
Mentioned
that.
to us, yeah,
I heard about
from
that,
his
yeah.
vehicle when he was sleeping, and
That's
then
mad, eh?
heard it or saw it. So.
Amazing.
Heard it.
Yeah, it was actually together with producer Mark where we filmed the rock python,
Really?
and at first didn't realize because it was going. I think it moved from land into the water, into just a big waterhole from the rain. And at first I thought, okay, what's it doing? It's just going through the water. No, it was hunting.
No
in the
way.
water.
That's
yeah.
cool.
So this python, we could see then that, okay, it would stop, try and look, it was hunting for frogs. Well, okay, so that's how they hunt for frogs. Just going along the edge in the
Yeah.
grass and then sometimes fully in the water.
Flicking their tongue.
When I saw it, it made me literally just think, looks like an anaconda, a small anaconda in the water close up. But it was really cool.
They're
Really
great
cool to see.
swimmers. They're very, very
Yeah.
beautiful in the water.
Yeah, yeah. The glistening is amazing. Of
Crocodiles
course,
eat them, eh?
the scale.
Yeah, I'm sure crocodiles eat them.
It's like spaghetti.
Really cool. Anyway, that's good. Hopefully we get to see some snakes again soon. I think we're going to have to wrap that, eh?
Yeah, that's
a
another
wrap, is it?
episode.
That's a wrap. We did
Well, cheers,
well.
guys. I think next time we'll talk
Stay on
about.
track.
We should try and bring a 4.5 meter Burmese
Yeah,
python
yeah,
to go
Yeah. Chill with us throughout the time.
Yeah.